So I'm literally talking Orto Parisi, you know, the perfumer there is, I think it's Alexandro Gaultier, yes. That's the perfumer behind his nose. It's been men out there these days smelling like strawberry, as embarrassing as it sounds. This bothers me, really, how much we've missed the golden era when men used to smell like men, not trying to smell like vanilla, strawberry, berries, pineapple. You walk into a perfume store and it's a plethora of gourmand scents, you know, stipulated for men. That bothers me. Why would a man, a full bearded man, decide to want to smell like pineapple, decide to want to smell like juice, decide to want to smell like, you know, something edible? It just goes out far to show the damage that has been done to the masculine community. And hopefully, maybe at some point in future, we're going to get some sanity back in that space. But I just felt I should air my concern. This is a perfume by Orto Parisi. It just has some, you know, interesting name. This is an ultra niche brand, and if you will, ultra niche and luxury brand. For those who are not just fragrance lovers now, but who have a thing for the art of perfumery, you will definitely know Orto Parisi. They are really, really, really upfront in their game. I mean, fragrance game. This is the design. It's a 50 ml design bottle. There is a leather coating in the perfume with a leather cap on top of the cover here, the perfume cap. You know, it's a well-detailed fragrance. The leather here that is used in complementing the branding of this perfume is suggestive of the fact that this is a leather scent. And I understand it's an ocean of leather scent you people have out there in your collections. I agree. But there are perfumes and there are perfumes. And sometimes, I promise you, it's never about the price. It's just about the artistry behind that fragrance. For the sake of this video, I will stay with Cuoium. If you want to stretch this pronunciation, I mean, you may end yourself with com, but let's stay with Cuoium. This is another very interesting fragrance. When I say interesting fragrance, I mean in all sense of it. So a short deflection. One of these days I was combing Instagram and I ran into Opeyemi in a fragrance store trying to make a purchase of a fragrance. He was requesting that what fragrance to be given. And a quick one. If you need a perfume recommendation, I'm not sure it is perfume sellers that would give you the most honest, would I say, reviews on these fragrances, because at the end of the day, these guys are in for sales. For most of them, it's just business. And for a good amount of them is what they're doing to keep body and soul together. Usually, I would say it's best you maybe check on YouTube to be able to get, you know, quality review on a fragrance before purchasing it, so you don't just get to blind buy. I can remember Ben Halligan was recommended to him and dosage of overdose, I guess, if I can remember. The thing is this, Opeyemi, I want to save you the stress. So I would like to think that this video is mostly for you. While I saw your perfume collections, to be very honest, nobody should talk down on that collection. You have a very sizable collection. Whether or not the perfumes are original, it's a story for another day. I'm not there. I can say for now. Based off the names I saw there and the texture of your collection, I must really say you have a good taste in perfumes. At the same time, I mean, I also saw some wasted real estate space there where very powerful and unique, you know, scents should have been well seated. I'm suggesting this to you, Opeyemi, and I hope you see this. Hopefully going to tag you on this. This is a very artistic fragrance with a lot of character to it. I understand being a celebrity, sometimes you roll into an event. If it boils down to how expensive fragrances are, I promise you, a good amount of your colleagues, other, you know, influencers and maybe celebrities will, to an extent, be able to afford, say, most fragrances you want to buy. And so it brings you to the problem where you run into an event. I mean, you're well dressed uniquely, but when it gets to the direction of smell, you have 1 or 2, 3 persons who also smell like you, who used your perfume. It may not be a big thing for you. For me, as a person, the same way I packaged myself into an event or to an event uniquely, I like to stay in that frame of experience all through, in all ramifications. And that's to say, even the fragrance I use has to be pretty much very unique. Orto Parisi is popular and a good amount of people have a hang of it. I feel like the most popular of the Orto Parisi line of perfumes is Mega Mer. I feel like that's the most popular because that, to an extent, is more friendly. This is a very unique thing. And when you say you want to be the most amazing smelling person in a room, it's a very vague statement. It's a very big statement because smell sometimes can be relative. And what smells amazing to you may just not be that amazing to me. That's what brings subjectivity into the fragrance experience. However, this is a big recommendation. This is not your conventional strawberry, sugar cane, cane, vanilla, and all that. I mean, remember I said I saw you have some amazing and interesting stuff in your collection, but I really didn't see something that made me feel like, oh, this guy, how did you get to that route? This is something that will sit around, and any day you get to wear this. I understand you don't get to use this every day. Okay, let me give you a scenario. Picture Pablo Escobar. You know Pablo Escobar, and you know how much damage he pulled in the whole, all that drug thing, right? Imagine Pablo Escobar had a boss. This is what Pablo Escobar's boss will be wearing. I understand the satisfaction you get sometimes with your fragrances when you have these ladies commenting, and these ones are not for compliments. This is a blockbuster. This is a mood. If anybody perceives this 2 feet away from you, the person understands you need some quiet time. This is not gourmandy. I won't even say just leathery. This is not pure leathery scent. There's a lot of artistry behind this to make it quite animalic. If you check on Fragrantica, it's a plethora of things people have said about this fragrance. The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's extremes in Fragrantica. You either have someone say something extremely nice, or you have someone say something extremely bad. There is no middle ground. This is not blind buy safe by any string of imagination. You need a trained nose to go through with this. So, Opeyemi, this is for you. At your spare time, please walk into a store. I don't sell perfumes. I only review perfumes. Trust me, you can take my words for it. I bought this with my money, and I have other Orto Parisi perfumes in my shelf. But I'll tell you for free, if you're looking for something unique, something that is not everywhere, something you will hardly find in people's corner, in people's fragrance shelf, this will do the trick. I'm sorry I've been spending a whole lot of time trying to, set posture on this fragrance. Now here is the atomizer. You can see how the atomizer is. It's very decent. And now this is for my fragrance community. This is a workhorse. This is niche on steroids. I'll give you a scenario. So one time I was in a lounge, kind of lounge where, you can smoke and stuff. And a gentleman walked in, full beards. He looked like a man, you get, with all sense of manliness. And then he walked past me. And I was picking all this vanilla, strawberry kind of vibe from him. Do you know that smell ruined my day? I literally had to pay for my drink and just walk out. Like, why would you as a man smell like that? Now, don't get it wrong. I understand when women try to want to smell gourmandy. You can even see how far they're trying to take this whole smelling sweet too. It gets to the point where some women now literally have to use some supplies in their coochie because they want their coochie to have a vanilla. Trust me, on Instagram, some of these vendors are actually selling some things like that, where women want to denature the pH of their vagina with some of these additives, where they get to rub, insert, whatever, to give you vanilla, strawberry flavor and the likes. You and I know that doesn't sit well with us men because we are not wired in that direction. I get it when women are all about strawberries and all that sweet thing. But as a man, come on, get some dignity. You can't go around trying to smell fruity. I promise you, buy this perfume and spray it on any lady out there. The chances a lady will like this fragrance will be very, very suppressed. Looking forward to bringing you more interesting scent. But for now, we call it a day for Cuoium by Orto Parisi. Have a swell time.